All right, guys, today's video, we're going to talk about the 3 things that I'm going to be investing in 2023. Now, you're definitely going to want to stay to the end of this video, guys, because we're going to start with the safe stuff I'm investing in 2023, and we're going to work our way up to the crazy, risky stuff. So maybe you want to turn the video off toward the end if you're not into the risky stuff. And look, guys, as always, before we get started, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, guys. Do not listen to anything what I'm doing. This is just my plans for 2023. So let's go ahead, let's get started, guys. So the first thing I'm investing in, guys, is basically I'm going to say my safe plan, right? So I have an IRA, and I have some broad market index funds in the IRA. Now, what these broad market index funds really represent is the same thing as if you went to a financial advisor. You know, the financial advisors have already figured out that the best way to beat the market is to just invest into the entire market through mutual funds. Now, the difference between investing in a mutual fund and an index fund is that you're actually paying a fee to the financial advisor and financial planner. Not that those guys don't know what they're doing, guys. I just personally don't need that. So by investing in a broad market index fund, no matter how draconian your worldview is, no matter how dystopic you think the world's going to get, by investing in these index funds, it's pretty much my bet that the country's still going to be here in 20 years, 30 years, and that the market's still going to be here, right? Because stock market only go up, correct? Stock market only go up. So by investing in a broad market index fund that tracks the entire market, it's basically my hedge, my hedge for that the world's going to be a safe place, a decent place to live, and that, you know, the economy is not going to completely collapse. So I'm investing in these, and it's put in my Roth IRA. My Roth IRA, and again, consult financial advisors, not financial advice. Consult your financial advisor to figure out what plan works best for you, but basically putting money in those index funds. So that's my safe play. Now adding to that, the next thing I'm going to do, a little more riskier, but it's still in number one. Number one is all my safe plays. Tech stocks, right? So as you guys know, you can see all the big tech companies, because of the recession, are laying off all kinds. Hey, how you doing? Are laying off all kinds of people right now. So the tech stocks are completely hammered. So I want to ask you this: do you think that we're going to live in a world that's not going to have Tesla, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, or Apple? Do you think in the next 10 years that these companies? It's possible they don't exist. It's possible they don't exist. But what my bet is, is that these big tech companies will still exist in some form. And these valuations that you can currently buy these stocks for are essentially almost rock bottom, because, and again, guys, the stock market could still go down more. I'm actually predicting that we still have a little further to go before we capitulate and before we actually fully bottom out in the stock market. So that's my safe plays, guys. Tech stocks and broad market index fund for long term. The tech stocks are going to be in my regular portfolio because I'm probably going to actively trade those. Because again, I see a lot of opportunity. I see a lot of opportunity in a lot of these tech stocks, Tesla especially. So that's going to be in my trading account where I can, you know, if they skyrocket up, I can take profits and whatnot. So index funds, and tech stocks, that's my safe place. Let's get to number 2. And number 2, guys, is going to be somewhere in the middle. I'm actually not even going to say that number 2 is going to even be too risky of a play. I think that number 2 is actually going to be almost as safe as number 1, at least in my view, but you know, other people have different risk tolerance. So number 2 is going to be blue chip cryptos. So we're going to focus on Bitcoin. Guys, even Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, he's come out, he's saying he's buying Bitcoin because the SEC has classified Bitcoin as a commodity. It's the only crypto that's been classified as a commodity. Basically, with its filing as a commodity, it puts it in the same asset category as gold, right? So Bitcoin's digital gold. It's viewed by our government in the same asset category as gold. And if you're wondering why, well, it's like I told you on this channel a long time ago, they can't ban Bitcoin. They can't ban it. But what they can do, and what they're gonna do, is they're gonna move all the levers of control into, for example, Goldman Sachs is gonna be offering crypto trading. Fidelity's gonna be offering crypto trading. All the big banks are gonna make you use them as a middleman and as an intermediary to own Bitcoin and crypto. That way they're de facto still in control. The central banks do not want to lose control to digital assets. Digital assets are a direct threat to the central banking system and the way basically our entire banking system works. So they know they can't ban these assets, and they don't want to go the way of Blockbuster. So what they're going to do is institute the control mechanisms through centralized platforms, meaning that, hey, if you want to buy Bitcoin crypto, you're going to have to go to the big banks. And what you're going to see over time is the number of exchanges probably go down, and they're going to just funnel everybody into a select few exchanges. That's at least their plan. I don't know how it's going to go down, but so, and look, guys, this number 2, blue chip cryptos. And if you want to know what my blue chip cryptos, I'm not going to get into specific ones because this is not financial advice, guys. But go to coinmarketcap.com, and I'd say coins in the top 50, maybe even to the top 100 coins on CoinMarketCap, and specifically smart contract platforms. I think that the smart contract platforms have really evolved with the usage of NFTs and crypto gaming. I think that the smart contract platforms are going to be the big guys are going to love investing in those in the next bull run. And I know a lot of people think that the 10x's, 100x's, all of that's gone. It's not gone. The 50, 20x's, they're not here right now, but this is what's going to happen. When the next bull run starts, that's when you're going to want to, and clearly we're still in the midst of the bear market. I don't know how much longer this bear market's going to last. It doesn't really matter because you need to be accumulating. I'm accumulating right now. Now, what I think is going to happen, we're going to enter the next bull market, and there's going to be opportunities for the 50, 20, 10x coins, but I'm staying away from those now because I don't know how much lower we can go. And the coins that you're going to hit the 20, 30, 50, 100x's, they could still be getting hammered right now, and they could simply not exist, guys. You got to realize a lot of coins in the next bull run are not going to exist. So you want to put your focus on the blue chips, the stuff that you know is going to exist, stuff that's been here since 2017 perhaps, stuff that has lived through previous bear markets. You're going to want to focus on those coins because those coins, and some of them may not be here, guys. Some, look at what happened to Terra Luna, look what happened to, multiple coins. So that's my number 2. Now you guys want my number 3. Number 3 is going to be my risky plays. If you're not into risky stuff, maybe turn this video off. But now for me, I don't think number 3 is too risky. I think that this is where I'm going to see probably some of my best returns, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if I have a couple duds in my number 3. So number 3 is going to be my NFT and my Metaverse plays. And strictly focused in the next 3 months is probably going to be focused on upping my Metaverse portfolio. This is why. So we talk a lot about the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum. This is not a conspiracy. This organization exists. All your world leaders attend the World Economic Forum. All the largest corporations in the country attend the yearly events of the World Economic Forum where they dictate which direction the world's going to go. You can go on the World Economic Forum's website right now and type in Metaverse. They have detailed exactly their plan for the Metaverse and how much implementation the Metaverse is actually going to happen. I know right now the Metaverse seems kind of lame and kind of in its infancy, and I truly don't know what the Metaverse is going to be. And I'm not somebody that wants to put on a helmet and go into the Metaverse. I understand that the Metaverse, what we know of it now, is not what we're going to know of it in like 10 years. It's going to be a completely different iteration. So specific Metaverses that I'm in, anything Yuga Labs, so their other side Metaverse. I'm in some Cardano Metaverse projects. Those are kind of my more riskier bets, those Cardano Metaverse projects. Sandbox, I bought some land in Sandbox. I'm probably going to buy more land in Sandbox because Sandbox is another Metaverse that is specifically listed on the World Economic Forum's website. So we have Sandbox, Decentraland is specifically listed on the World Economic Forum's website. So again, guys, no matter how draconian your worldview is, no matter what you think of the World Economic Forum, you know, perhaps maybe this organization doesn't exist in the next couple of years, or the United States gets away from it, they have been very clear on the implementation and the adoption of the metaverse. So anyway, guys, and look, before I end this video, let me also start by saying something. You have enough right now, guys. So, you know, in 2023, if I could stress anything to y'all, because I can't give you financial advice, is I want to stress to y'all that this concept of enough. You have enough wealth, you have enough things, you have enough money, you have enough everything right now. And if you adopt that mindset of like, hey, what I have is enough and I don't need anything more, but anything more that I get is a bonus and an extra, you'll always be happy, guys. Because if you spend your life just chasing money, just chasing a pump, then you know what's going to happen? You're going to be really empty, because you'll probably get the money that you want, but then it'll never satisfy you. And then you'll chase more and more and more and more. And then once you get into that mindset, then you're just going to be somebody that is just buying things to buy them, and happiness doesn't come from things. I mean, guys, look, the highest suicide rates are in the richest countries in the world. You never see poor people killing themselves, guys, because money doesn't buy you happiness. Anyway, guys, I'm out just taking a walk today. Thank you so much if you made this far in the video. Drop me a 100 emoji in the comments, guys. Let me know, what do you guys think of my list? Is it good moves for 2023? Anyway, guys, Classic Kev, I'm out. Peace.